So it's 2023 and you've taken the CliftonStrengths Assessment and you're wondering, what's next? What do I do? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about how you take those new strengths, these new ahas that you've had, and how you translate them in to action, into leadership development, and to capacity building. And so, if you don't have it already, get a pen, a piece of paper, take some notes. We're going to jump right into it, and we're starting right now. Hey everybody, my name is Gordon and welcome to another episode. If this is your first time with us and you want to hear more about all the things we do around Clifton Strengths, leadership development, and just being better human beings and better people, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you don't miss any cool updates, any fun episodes, or any cool highlights. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different, and so I'm excited because we're rethinking, we're retooling, we're revisiting some content we've talked about in the past. But listen, it's 2023, so it's time to look at it differently. It's time to update our thinking. It's time to update our perspective. And so in today's episode, we're going to talk about it. Hey, you've taken your assessment. You know where you want to go. You know what you want to do. You've had some initial ahas. We're going to give you 3 things to think about to make sure that you're really focused and you're really locked in to where you want to go and what you want to do with respect to your Clifton strengths. So buckle in and let's get started. So it's 2023 and you've taken the steps, you've gotten your assessment results. Maybe these are brand new. Maybe you've come across some information and you said, what is that Clifton strengths thing? I think I did that. I have those results. I know what my strengths are. I'm going to dust those things off again and let me look at them again. Well, if that's you, we're going to give you 3 impactful strategies to utilize so that way you can build a plan of action to incorporate those strengths into your life, into your leadership, and into your day-to-day living. So, but before we get started, check the links and the descriptions up above and down below for more information about our channel, the resources that we provide, the services that we provide, different opportunities to learn and grow more alongside of us in the Principled Leader community. Check those descriptions below and check these links that are up here as banners. Just some great resources to help you on your strengths journey. So with that, let's get into the 3 strategies. So when thinking about Clifton Strengths, how to move forward, how to build this into our daily living, our leadership, our capacity building, into the kind of the fabric, the who we are as human beings and who we are as people, the very first thing I'm going to tell you to do as strategy number 1 is to stop and take a little bit of time. And that little bit of time that you're taking in this first step is to read, review, and reflect on the reports that are provided with your assessment. Now, while it might seem simplistic, it's actually pretty deep. The insights, the wisdom, the ahas that are buried in those reports, just reading them, just taking the time to unpack what it says about your top 5, what it says about how you use those strengths, how you lean into those insights, how it is representative of you and what you do is really important. So when you take that moment to really start to unpack and understand deeply what it means to be a learner, what it means to be what it means to have what it means to have responsibility or deliberative in your top 5 or in your top 10. When you start to internalize that by reading those reports and you start to think about the lives you've led, the experiences that you've had, the challenges and the barriers that you've faced, you will start to understand the why behind why we do what we do, why we act the way we act, why we behave the way, why we interact with folks the way that we do. All of these things are embedded in the words and the pages of those reports. And so I cannot stress it enough. The reading and the reviewing and the reflecting of your reports is essential to the effective internalizing and understanding and eventually implementing and executing on your strengths. So start there. Read, reflect, react, embrace. your reports and your strengths. Step number one. When I think about strategy number two, I think about an old adage, things that I've been taught since I was young in my career, early in my life, and that is everyone needs a coach. Now, we are more than happy and more than excited to support you here at The Principled Leader with coaching, consulting, leadership support services to help you implement your strengths, coach you, stand alongside you as you do this work. But it doesn't have to be that complicated either. It can be having an accountability partner. It can be your spouse. It can be your friend. It could be your sibling. Anybody who can speak into your life, who can come alongside you, help answer questions that you may have. You might ask something to an accountability partner or to a coach around, how do you see me when I do this? You have your own belief around how you're viewed, how you're heard, how you're accepted, how you are communicating. When you ask an accountability partner, when you ask a coach, when you ask somebody who actually has an outside perspective, you get great nuggets of wisdom and insight that then you can internalize and do different things. So having that accountability partner, having that person that's outside of your perspective to be able to bounce ideas off of, to be able to share your successes and your achievements with, is important for reinforcing the strengths-based development, the strengths-based leadership, the strengths-based implementation. So whether it be a formal coaching relationship with a firm like The Principled Leader or others, or it simply be somebody within your organization, somebody within your social circle, my advice to you, my strong advice, I implore you, get somebody in your life that can help be an extra set of eyes, an extra perspective, an extra sounding board. Because a sounding board is what we will need in those moments of doubt, those moments of uncertainty, in those moments of when we're kind of fearful of what's next and what do we do and where do we go from here. So strategy number two, right now, take out that piece of paper that you've been taking notes with and write down 3 to 5 names of people or organizations that can be supportive of you as you go on this journey as a formal coach or an informal accountability partner. And if you're interested, check the description below because there will be links and information about how you can contact us, and we can certainly help in that regard as well. That's strategy number 2. Now, strategy number 3 is going to tie strategies 1 and 2 together and move us forward. So strategy number 1 was we're going to read, reflect, and really engage on the reports that lay out all the new learnings and all the new ahas that we have about our strengths. And then strategy number 2 is now we're going to have a sounding board. We're going to have a coach. We're going to have a mentor. We're going to have some sort of an accountability partner that we can talk about all the things that we learned from reading those reports. And we can mesh that together with getting an outside perspective about how we move forward with implementing these strengths. So to tie that together is in strategy number 3, which is develop an intentional and concrete implementation plan. So what does that look like? Well, think about it. Plans should be developed both short and long term. Strengths is not, the implementation of Clifton Strengths is not, it is not a sprint. It is not a 100-meter dash. It is not something that is going to be done in 10 to 12 seconds. It is not something that is going to be done in 10 to 12 days. Instead, it is a long-term journey that I'm inviting you to get onto and stay on for the rest of your life, which means we're going to need implementation plans that cover the next month, the next 6 months, the next 6 years. But developing those plans are again an opportunity for us to take the things that we're learning, the things that we're growing into, put them on paper and provide a guide and a series of steps that will lead us towards greater productivity, greater leadership opportunities, greater relationships with the people around us and in our lives. A concrete plan and the meticulous implementation and monitoring of that plan is critically important. And quite frankly, once you develop the plan it goes back to step 1 and step 2 again. This all continually becomes a cycle. So step 1 is read the reports. Step 2 is develop an accountability partner or a coach. Step 3 is build a plan. Once the plan is built, go back and review the plan. Reflect on the plan. Think through the plan again and again. Share the plan with the accountability coach. Share the plan with your accountability partner. Build on the plan again. Cycle back. Review the plan again. Work with your coach. Implement and update your plan. It's a 3-part cycle that happens over and over and over. And over time, it becomes who we are. It becomes how we communicate, how we show ourselves to the world, and quite frankly, how we achieve high levels of success as we deem it to be. Not somebody else's plan, not somebody else's pathway, but our plan, our pathway, what we deem to be important through the lens of what our natural talents, skills, gifts, and abilities are. This is the essence of Clifton Strengths. This is the journey that I've been on for several years, and I'm so excited to share it with you all and to continue to build on this journey with you all through this channel, through these episodes, and providing this value to this community. It's critically important. So don't forget, in the description below are guides and resources that will link you to effective strategies for increasing your productivity on your teams. A Clifton Strengths guide that will introduce you to this concept. If you've never taken your assessment, get that guide, go through that guide, contact us. We can support you through getting your assessment results, helping you understand them, helping you implement them and put them to work. We're here to serve. We love this work. We love what we're doing for this Clifton Strengths movement. The principal leader is about growing, developing, and nurturing the next group of leaders across industries. This is our passion. This is our work. So we ask you to join alongside us. Let us partner with you. Let us build this together. Let us do something awesome using your strengths, your natural talents, your innate abilities to build, grow, do better, go further, go faster. That's the point. So we're looking forward to seeing you on the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like the channel, share it with a friend, all that kind of good stuff. Give us a thumbs up. Helps the YouTube algorithm find this channel for others. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep providing value. Share with us what other things you want to hear us talk about, what other episodes you want to get more information around. That's what we're here for. We can't wait to show you more and do better and more for the community. So until we see you on the next one, be well, everyone.